Kind of to get into it, we started a segment as far as really understanding the breakdown of internet marketing, what exactly it is, because we have all of these skewed ideas in it, and relating that in my terms, the lens that I'm seeing it is through the eyes of a business owner, and all of that aspect. So how can I bring this idea of marketing myself and my business online, and how do I do that as a small business? So the first thing that I kind of, just to recap on that, the idea with internet marketing is there's two basic ideas as far as getting business off the internet. The first one is having a presence online, and you want people or clients to be able to find you. And when most people think, oh yeah, I'm online, my business is online, that's the idea. Okay, I have a station online. There's a part of my business online, a website, a Facebook and profile, a YouTube channel. All of those aspects are great. Whoa, okay. Anywho's, so those are all great aspects, but the thing here is to be able to, oh, holy moly, I'm not sure. Anyway, sorry. And so the idea here is to be able to break it down and say, no, okay, yes, you have a representation of your business on the internet, and you want people to be able to find you. So that's a big part of, advertising on the internet. And those are the words that we throw out, like SEO and blogging and video marketing, and all of those aspects are great. And that's all, getting people to find you. Perfect, fantastic, nothing wrong with that. You definitely need to be able to master that. But the other part of it, this internet marketing side of it, is actually being able to go out and find and connect with your potential customers. So there's this whole other side of it. Instead of just, me, I'm over here, find me. That's one strategy. The other way is to say, and to go out and actually find the people that you want to do business with, that can use your services. So just a different way to look at it. And that's what I'm teaching on these latest sessions, is really to understand what internet marketing was. And that's what I really broke down earlier on the segments. And then kind of understanding the structures, the language that they use, and going from there. So to kind of do a recap, and I didn't think to put a full visual in on that, but the idea is that instead of just taking people and we say, hey, here's my website, click and go to it, or here's this and that. The idea with internet marketing is you are capturing that information, and to think of it in terms of a storefront. So you have a shop that's open for business, think brick and mortar, real world. You're, walking down the street on a busy street and you see a little shop. So this is what we call traffic. So these are people walking by. Okay, so how do you make them stop and look, even notice your business, first of all, and then begin to be interested and look in the window, and then finally make that choice to, oh, wow, that really is interesting inside, and they walk through the door of your shop. Somebody that's window shopping is less likely to buy from you than somebody that's in the store. So those are what we talk about, conversions and things like that. And there's a whole, big stuff to get involved in it, but just kind of the overview. So, getting somebody to go from window shopping to actually going in the store, and then finally making a purchase, and then going back out. So in terms of that, there's different things that we threw out there, and the idea is you're going to take these traffic sources. So, a brick and mortar, okay, well, a traffic source is people driving by, or walking by, or then you try to advertise and get people to notice you. Well, in traffic, there's different strategies and different avenues to go find this traffic. So that's what I'm going to be breaking down step by step on the different types of traffic that you can get. And really, trying to relate it, in terms of, the way I'm seeing it, how can this relate to a business and not just looking at internet marketing aspects? So really looking at those traffic sources as well as real world examples of, oh, I see it. If you suddenly, a great example is your car shopping, right? And you're kind of interested in this type of car, this model of car, you leave the dealership and suddenly you begin seeing that everywhere. That's what I want to click with you guys. Once you start to see how internet marketing and internet traffic can be a part of things and see it, then you guys will be able to grasp these concepts and start applying them in your business. So that's really a good foundation of where I'm trying to get with this. Cool. So when we're going to be talking about traffic, really try all the strategies. that I talk about. You know, a lot of them, oh my goodness, I don't want them to feel overwhelming, but really be trying them. They say a good marketing is having, you know, 8 different forms of marketing all at once. You know, the idea is to shoot like from 7 to 12. Oh my goodness. Well, be trying these different strategies. Get out there and try the results. Don't just hear these segments and, okay, well, that's the one that I'm going to try. No. Just that can be the one you try first, but get yourself going, and we want you to try all of these different strategies. Always make sure to start small. You know, don't be, okay, well, this is the traffic strategy that I want to master. It will work, and here's, you know, $10,000. Poof, it'll disappear. So always start small with it. And then I talked on the previous thing about split testing your landing pages. If you're not familiar with the term landing page, it's basically, you know, it's like a little one-page website. Get somebody's attention because you want them to. That's the walking through the door aspect of the brick and mortar. You know, they're interested, they're window shopping. To get them actually really committed that they're interested in what you have, that's the walking through the door segment. So a landing page is those internet terms for walking through the door and taking that customer from just seeing what's going on to actually, you know, really getting in your store so they can take notice of it. Okay. And just a great visual, just so you guys kind of see it, break it down, all the stuff that we're talking about. And so there's going to be a traffic source. You know, and we'll get into the different types. You want to send that traffic source to a rotator link. If you're not sure what that term means, please go back and watch the previous things. But basically, a rotator link is the idea that you're going to give a traffic source one link, a www.somethingorother.com. And then when a person clicks on that and goes to that website, they're going to be seeing a different page each time that's on a rotating schedule. So the first person that clicks that link will see your landing page number 1. The second person who clicks that link will then see landing page number 2. And the third one, same idea. So that way you can really see, and that's that split testing and making sure that whatever you're doing is getting good results and making that random rotating kind of thing so you can really see which ones are getting the best results. So that's the structure. So they're going to, whatever this traffic source, they're going to click on a link. That link will rotate so they'll see 3 different landing pages. And then from there, if the person's interested, then they will go through the door of your shop and then see your thank you page, your offer, your website, whatever it is that you wanted to get them to. Cool. And then you're going to be setting this structure up for each traffic source. So if we're, today we're going to be talking about banner ads. So that would be, for one source of your banner ads is going to be this. A different banner ad that you might place on a different website, that's going to be that one. So just to keep them very separate, and if you have this type of structure in your business, that's the way to get the big results because you're doing it the correct process, the correct method, so that way you can get the results that you're looking for in your business. So make sure you have this structure set up, and that's what I talked about last week on the seminar, on the webinars. So make sure if you're not sure and you have any questions as far as setting this structure up in your business, please don't feel free, please feel free to contact myself or Gil to help you go in and get all of these different pieces into place. Okay, just a quick thing to just throw it in there. If we're talking about rotators, we did talk about that last week. Free rotators, which is that service, welcome to use that. If you just Google it, you can find it. Those ones, they do usually have ads associated with it and not quite as reliable, but there's free ones. Gil and I also have an option if you guys are interested. This one, it's about $200, $250, depending when you click on it because they run specials. So this is one that's a paid one that can do a whole lot more. So if you're interested in those, please give us, reach out and we can send you links to try to get you discounts on those too. Okay. So jumping in, like I mentioned, we're going to be talking about banner ads today. So really today I'm going to kind of go over what are banner ads, start to see some real world examples and breaking down into the different banner ads. And then we're going to jump on how to actually find banner ads and place all of those things coming up on the session. So banner ads, easiest way, it's just an ad on another website, a little banner. That's it. So on other people's websites. So you're not advertising on Google or anything like that. It's on somebody else's website. And the cool thing about banner ads is they're fast. If you place the ad, they're going to be up. Wow, instant traffic source. So that's perfect. They're scalable, which means, if you're going to be having a smaller budget, and, we'll go over and start obviously on smaller sort of traffic sources. So you're not spending, $10,000 on a banner ad or something like that. So you're going to start small. You're going to be running those, sending those, using your rotators, sending to the landing pages. This is when you're tweaking it. Okay, which landing page is the best? And this is where you're scaling it and really, figuring out and tracking and optimizing your pages. And that's the key there. So make sure that you really have an idea and you can scale it. So then that way, oh, well, you know what? Out of these 3 landing pages, okay, number 2 was the best. Awesome. So now I'm going to take number 2 and then I'm going to create 2 other different ones and then see. So once you get the results that you're looking for, that's where you scale it up and start saying to the banner ad companies, okay, well, I'm paying for more ad space, or I'm going to run this on other websites and things like that. So that's where you can scale it there. So that part's awesome. And then as far as consistency, generally on these websites, they're having the same type of people on a website. If you're on a, like a news site, okay, certain type of people are going to be frequenting that website. If you're on, one on, I don't know, like a hobby website, well, then people in that hobby are going to be going there. So that's where the consistency is. So it's not totally scattered all over the place. Oh my gosh, I had great results last week and this week what happened? No one's clicking on my ad. It's so expensive, or it's costing me so much money. No. Well, banner ads are pretty consistent based on the websites because it's getting the same type of people on their websites all the time. Okay, so some real world examples of what a banner ad is. So like I said, once you start to see all of this, now when you're on the internet, that's what I want your brain to do is, oh, there's a banner ad, there's a banner ad, there's a banner ad, and start seeing it everywhere. Like when you're car shopping and suddenly you start to see that make and model everywhere, or even just try it, drive out and say, you know what, I want to, I'm going to be noticing red cars. Oh my goodness, you're going to start spotting red cars all over the place. I want you guys to see these banner ads and start clicking in with it, because that will get, your brain going, okay, how do I start to design these banner ads that relate to my business and what I'm trying to accomplish? So here's some great examples. I mean, major companies are doing this, American Airlines, Wells Fargo, Century 21, Sleep In. So these are ideas of banner ads. Let's see. Okay, so some examples of those. So some more on those. Exactly. So all sorts of different ones that you see at the top of websites, bottom of websites, on the sides. Just start to notice these things. Okay, so say more. Just really, I want you guys to, okay, these are banner ads. So you just kind of get a sense of them. Okay, and now I want you to start. So now that you are aware of what a banner ad looks like, start looking for it on the websites that you frequent. So here's one like on weather.com. Okay, so where's weather.com? This is a banner ad. This is actually a banner ad from weather.com. I was just curious and clicked on it. So it actually went to their YouTube channel, and their YouTube channel was a nice, man talking about how he uses weather.com to find the perfect stargazing conditions. So pretty cool. But this is a banner ad up top for weather.com, but it's still a banner ad. However, as you scroll down the page, there's some banner ads right there. So Walt Disney World, they even clearly say, advertisement. So these are banner ads. Okay. Same thing, CNN.com. There you go, right there. So, a lot of the ones that, I start, oh, okay, is that Google AdWords? No, these are slightly different, and I'm sure they're a whole lot more expensive. Okay. And then just something interesting I clicked on with that one. So look at this. So on this ad service, just kind of throwing it out there, look at this. So they're actually matching it based on your interest. I don't know how it thought I was interested in laundry soap, but somehow they did think I was. But anyways.
Is that even a drop-down menu, or is that just an image made to look like a drop?
No, what I did, if you see this one where it said ad choices, I was just curious, so I clicked on that because I'm like, what is ad choices specifically? So then when I clicked on ad choices, then that little thing popped up. So just an interesting little tidbit I thought was interesting. But yeah, so they're monitoring of what our interests are. So I'm not sure how that calculation thought I would be so uberly interested in that one, but whatever, we tweak it. Okay. Okay, same thing on CNN, if you actually clicked on a major news site, so I just pulled it up this morning, so it'd be super current. So in this case, hey, current news ad, and right there's an advertisement. So there you go. So start noticing everywhere. These are obviously the very big websites, but you're going to start on, smaller type niche related websites, but this is the idea of what a banner ad actually is. Okay, so how are you going to start to use them? And that's what we're going to get into and break it down into applying it to your business. So there's 3 types. There's direct buys, which is where you're going to start first, work your way to intermediate, and then the network. And the network ones, that's like the CNN, weather.com. Those types are the really big ones. So start small. And we're going to be walking you through exactly how to get started there. But before you do that, we have to get started actually designing the banner, doing some research, and finally placing the ad. So today we're going to be talking about actually designing that banner, and then later on we'll be getting into the rest of those steps. So in order to design your banner, here's the biggest thing is you don't want it to be a cookie cutter mold. The whole idea behind this is you want it to stand out. The idea here is, me, get their attention. So having, this is where you play around with your banner ads as well, but, getting those bright colors and attention getting. So that's the whole idea. There's really no difference between a billboard that you see outside, bus stop ads, all sorts of stuff. Technically even a TV ad, they want to get your attention so that you pay attention to the ad instead of talking during commercial breaks, stuff like that. So advertising is really just about getting attention. But that's the thing with banner advertising, you really need to be getting that because somebody's on that website for a different purpose. So how can you redirect and capture their attention to your ad and make them interested? Be aware of that too. For people that are in affiliates, and we talk, a lot of the internet marketing world, you're promoting affiliate products or services, education, things like that. And a lot of times if you become an affiliate of something, they're going to provide you banners. So, they usually provide you a whole bunch of different sizes and stuff like that to go run out and do it. Just beware if they're giving you the banners, that's going back to the cookie cutter, how they're giving those banners to all of their other affiliates as well. So one, it can be kind of worn out and people have seen it before. Also, if you're spending money to run, banner ads and things like that on websites, what if someone's already run a similar type of ad? Or, oh, you know what, somebody might be currently advertising that banner ad on their website, so why would you have a second banner? So this is the thing. It has to be original and creative to get the results that you want. Average people are going to use average template banners and get average or not even average results. No, you want exceptional results, so make sure that you're taking the time out to create those unique banners that stand out to get the results that you're looking for. So what's going to be in the ad? Well, keep in mind the entire attention is just to say, click here. That's it. So if that could be your banner ad, that would be the idea of it, is that's all you want is them to click. Wouldn't it be so awesome if you just ran an ad exactly that and everybody did it? Well, it doesn't work like that. So now your job is to be creative and figure out how to create and get, a visual, dynamic type of ad that does exactly that encourages somebody to click here. And you're going to be using your hook. And if you're not sure what the hook is, make sure you catch the previous ones. But basically this is your headline. This is the attention getter. So that's going to be included into your banner ad. And just some tips on here. You don't want to have a huge amount of animation. And you don't want, if it's super flashy and things like that, there's also some type of websites that they're not even going to run that ad. So make sure that you're not going to be having that. If it's a minor little flash or something like that, or an arrow blinking or something scrolling, not a problem, but just keep it to a minimum. You can also use a unique arrow to point to your call to action. Same thing. If you're not sure call to action, please go catch last week's. But make sure in that regard. So, the standard type of block arrows and things like that, they work, but they're standard. You want to stand out. So using, getting those creative juices going are key. And you can even use some little subtle arrows and things like that throughout your ad as well. Text, that's very important on your banner ads. So, but you want to be, kind of figuring out, okay, on my image, do I want a powerful image or, is it attention getting text? So just things to think about. And also to really model what's working. That's why I wanted to show you guys and, what banner ads look like, but then start spotting them in the real world. Drive around and start noticing all of, the red cars. That's the model that you're looking to buy. Start noticing it. The more that you're now aware of, whatever type of media you go, but the more that you start to see and make sense of what internet marketing is and really take it to heart and start seeing it out there, that's the key. I actually run a Facebook group, so if anybody's interested, please make sure to connect with me on Facebook. But what I do in one of my groups is literally as I'm scrolling, Facebook and see an ad or the internet and see something, I love to just compile that and hey, here's a real world example of what we're talking about to make it really concrete so you can start seeing it everywhere. Because when your mind shifts and suddenly you start to, oh, that's where it's this, that's where it is, that's where it is. That's how it starts to get ingrained and you're going to see that success in your business. So make sure, model what's working, start to notice the red cars everywhere that you're going on the internet. And just a tip, as you're noticing what's there, if you really want to get ninja about it, the longer the banner is there on the website, so if you're looking at, say, that weather.com and you're noticing those certain ads, the longer they're there, the better results that they're getting. So just keep that in mind. So especially, those ones are major companies, but on the actual ones that you're also looking to advertise on, notice who's there and monitor and keep track. Okay, are they rotating their ads pretty quickly or do they seem to be there for a while? Especially as you're knowing, the prices and the terms of working with specific vendors on different things, really start to notice and take it to heart as far as these things go. Does it seem like they're getting up? Because the longer they're there, they're spending money to be advertising on someone's website. So are their advertising dollars worth it or not? Pay attention. So there's different options. So you can do it the do-it-yourself option and create a fantastic banner if you have Photoshop skills. I do not, so I definitely would not fall into that category. So if you can do it yourself, awesome. If you're thinking about, oh, well, is it worth it to really know some Photoshop and get stuff done? That's really where it comes down to it. Do you want your results fast? Or are you, it's fine to bootstrap, but really look at what the results would be and what the offset would be. If you don't have, fantastic graphic design backgrounds, then consider the other options that I'm going to throw out to you guys in just a second. Which is to hire a designer. So there's lots of different places that you can go to do that. Guru.com, Elance, Odesk, and Fiverr are great places to hire a designer to actually do it for you. In those regards, usually like on Fiverr, you can get someone to design a banner for $5. Pretty awesome. But just keep in mind, you get what you pay for. And as we emphasized before on the other things, using and hiring designers off of these websites, you do get what you pay for. So everything here is the look. If you have a cheap, not so well designed banner ad, do you think it will get the same results as one that's super fantastic? I don't know, split test it, figure it out. But as far as those go, really keep in mind you get what you pay for. Generally with the designer too, you would need to give them a little more background. I mean, these people are designers, not marketers. So that really comes down to you still need to master the skills to, even if you can't on the computer create what you want, you need to know what it looks like. So master those skills and, how do you master them? Repetitions. Get in there, start looking at. That's what I'm saying. Model what's worked. Start noticing these red cars everywhere so that will help you design the banner ads that you have in mind for your business. The other option too, it's called $20banners.com. They're not just a straight $20. They have different options on those. However, this is what, the really good banner ad designers or the people that are really good at advertising on the internet, they recommend this website, because what it is it's people, it's marketers designing the ads. They have that frame of reference. So rather than just hiring a graphic designer, that can know colors and things like that, you're getting somebody with a marketing background that knows all about the internet marketing world, and they're designing your ad in that light. So that's just something to keep in mind. They have something that's around $25 just for an ad. They also go up to, I think it's about $250 on $20 banners, but you're getting, in that case, someone that's designing and creating the ad for you in terms of what would, convert the rest best, getting those results. So just something, like I said, you get what you pay for. So just throwing that option out there. So if this is something, if you have more of a budget and you are able to spend that would be a great resource, because like I said, then you're working with somebody who has that background to be able to design the best ad possible for you. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave it today. And, just to kind of, okay, perfect. So you have an idea of what banner ads are. You created it, then we're going to jump in, the rest of the week and how to actually go about finding and placing your ads.